Oh, there you are. Hey you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being with us. It's another Wednesday, solo Wednesday, like all of my Wednesdays. Back in Sheffield, on the blue and white side today, hence the attire. Blue and white side of Sheffield. I've done a lot of the red and white side already, around Bramall Lane and stuff like that. Today I am in Hillsborough. So, completely different side of the city, completely different set of pubs, I would imagine. For a start, they'll probably be blue and white stripe, not red and white stripe. So there's a major difference before we even get started. So very much looking forward to it. I'm loved. All of Sheffield that I've done so far has been absolutely brilliant. To be honest, there have been some absolutely quality roads. So I'm doing this, and I know there's a gap then going to be sort of between where Hillsborough is and working round to those roads that I did from the south side of the city. I need to find out what that bit in the middle is called, because this is Hillsborough. They had Ecclesall Road. I think one of them was Ecclesall Road. That I need to find out what the gap in between is called, so we can plan doing those. So if anybody does know that, please let me know what it's called, so I can try and make plans to fill the gaps in. But start number one for Hillsborough then is the Mason's Arms. Hopefully opening hours aren't, I've planned it around, so I've got here for about 20 to 2. Hopefully opening hours today are not going to be too much against me, so I should theoretically, hopefully, be all right. So stop number one of my day, the Mason's Arms. I like finding things that are unique, you know this. How about a pub? Not only has it got a pool table in one side, it's got a snooker table. It's a proper pub. It's not a social club or anything like that, it's a pub. It's got a snooker table. An actual snooker table in the pub. That's quality, isn't it? Beer-wise, no ales and stuff like that. But it's a nice, friendly, good little place to start. And there is also a pool table, screens, a jukebox, and everything like that you could possibly want in here. What a way to start, a snooker table in a pub. If you follow the tram line down, it's dead easy this road by the looks of things. I'm about to get into Hillsborough town centre part, where there are 5 or 6, I believe. But my next stop, follow the tram line down sort of this way, along from where I'm coming, up towards the town centre. And stop number 2 today should be opening any minute. Opens at 2 and it's now 13:59. Should be the Queen's Ground. So that will be my second stop, and then we'll head that way down to where Wetherspoons and the rest of the town centre type ones are. So the Queen's Ground, hopefully, is going to be stop 2. It's got some lovely those smoke room, billiard room written on the windows, stuff like that. So I love all those old windows. I'm glad that they keep things like that in a lot of the time. So that's stop 2. Let me tell you some stories about this one. So this used to be, it's a former coppers pub basically, and the police officers drank in here were the ones that actually arrested the Yorkshire Ripper. He was arrested in Sheffield, literally just behind here, and held in a police station just behind this pub. So there's a little story for you. And I've just been told reliably by Holly that, not my Holly, this Holly, that he actually was so charming when the police arrested him, they didn't search him properly. He'd let him go to the toilet in the police station. He tried to hide a hammer, or he did hide a hammer, in the cistern of the toilet. What a charming guy. Anyway, let's show you around the pub. Built in 1850, and it was built as a pub, and it has remained a pub ever since. And it is actually, it's pretty lovely in here. So it's a Punch Tavern's establishment these days, but it's pretty exquisite, pretty beautiful. Look at the windows, things like that. The bar, that window is absolutely stunning. And Belgian blue farmers on for me to keep me very happy. A lovely looking fireplace, lovely looking seating, but 2 in a row because it's a Punch Tavern, same as the one I was in first, the Mason's Arms. So it also has a snooker table, and they are part of a snooker league. How cool is that? This is an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous little pub. I am very impressed with what I've seen thus far. If you go into the back garden as well, there's a unit, well, a little game called Ball Ring. That's what they call it anyway. It's that one where you have to try and hook the, I'm not very good at it, look. Yeah, that's my effort. But anyway, it's a fun game to play, especially in the if you're drinking, and it'd be great to get the next round at a time, wouldn't it? Great little pub, this. Absolutely phenomenal little pub. Absolute 10 out of 10. I think the place is absolutely brilliant. It's dead opposite, I didn't show you, Hillsborough Barracks, which obviously was a big army barracks and stuff back in the day, which is along there. So I'm kind of walking down past where Hillsborough Barracks is, and as I said, we're going down in towards the town centre part of Hillsborough, where hopefully there are a few pubs in close vicinity. Haven't had to walk for very long before I come to what is going to be my 3rd stop of the day, and it's called the Beer House. I mean, anything called the Beer House, like a flashing neon sign at me, innit? So come here, come here. So the beer house, stop number 3 of my day so far. So I've just learned that this is the sister pub to the beer house on Ecclesall Road, and that absolutely figures, because that was an absolute belter of a place, and this is an absolute belter of a place. Great stuff, great selection in between real ales, cask, craft beer, whatever you could want, you've got it in here. And it's just it's a wicked little vibe, but this is what they've got on. So, beer-wise, in here, look, Superbowl. Only place in Hillsborough. As far
as I've been told, we are the only place in Hillsborough that's Superbowl.
I've got Superbowl. It reminds me of many great holidays in Portugal. A Vault City pineapple on there. Like I said, you know, I'm steering clear of the Vault Cities today, because you know what happens if I get started on anything like that. But they've also got some cask ales and stuff on, like I said, around on this side. Thanks, bud. So I've gone with Joy Provision. That's right. People get bored of listening to my voice, so it's always nice when it's always nice when people want to help me out. What a wicked place. So yeah, it's no wonder this is the sister pub to that wonderful one on Ecclesall Road. You should definitely come and check this place out. Jock's only been here 8 weeks, and the place is already thriving. Come down and see it. What a brilliant place, the beer house. Yeah, craft beer coming out of their ears. Really good cask ales selection and stuff on in there, and Jock, the chap that's now running it, that's going to go from strength to strength without a shadow of doubt. Bear in mind, I say it looks quiet because it is 2 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon, so that place is going to really thrive. It comes straight out the front door and opposite. It's my 4th stop of the day, and it is the Wetherspoons for Hillsborough. So an old district baths from 1926, apparently, according to the outside, and it's called the Rawson Spring. This one, I said Wetherspoons do, don't they? They do buy nice looking buildings. So this will be my number 4 of the day. Let's go and get a photo and a look at that carpet. Yeah, it's very grand inside. So yeah, an old baths type now. It's not obviously not Roman baths. It's not old enough to be that, but it does feel quite grand in here. Carpet is not a bad one, and there's some decent guest ales on. Which carpet? Interesting one. But yeah, look around at that. It's an interesting looking building, that, isn't it? Quite unique in its sort of way up, but there's so I've gone with this Santa's Progress. Could have perhaps gone with a Christmas IPA, which looked quite good a minute ago. Just saw some chap put it out. But on the other end, Jaipur, and again the Farmer's Belgian Blue on that end. But yeah, an interesting looking spoons and a decent vibe, to be fair. Busy as well, considering what time I told you it was a minute ago. Busy as anything, isn't it? So now I still walk to get to the next one, which is just over there. Look at this! So I'm going over there to the Riverside. Aptly named, I suppose, isn't it? But this is the centre. I've got the Hillsborough Tap to do in a minute, but while I'm on this side of the road, rather than jumping across to that, I thought I would head over there to the Riverside. So yeah, there you go, the Riverside will be my 5th stop so far of the day, and it is literally just around the back. You can see the back of the Wetherspoons just there. There's one over there as well called the Shakey, I believe, Green King, named after William Shakespeare, judging by the board on it. So let's get ourselves across and go to the Riverside, the Owl's Nest Bar. I'm assuming that might only be open on match days. I'll ask someone, see if we can get into that at any point later today. But it doesn't look like I'm going to get into it now. So yeah, so this is Hillsborough. So stop 5 is right here, and it is the Riverside. Looks a nice boozer, and that is very picturesque. I don't know if this is going to be a thing in all craft unit pubs. They've just had Camden Hells put in. So I've gone for the Camden Hells. Yeah, that is going to be a running thing. There's no ales on in this one, but it's a typical craft unit pub. Really friendly welcome, really lovely lass on the bar and stuff like that. Standard tap stuff, pool table, plenty of screens, and a craft union pub atmosphere. It's busy. But we like to say craft unions always tend to be busy at this time of day, which is good, isn't it? It's thriving. What we want to see, we want to see pubs thrive. Oh yeah, Carling, Carlsberg, Two Strombo's, Cruz Campo, Amstel, Smiths. But yeah, the addition is Camden Hells, which I don't think I've actually seen in a craft union anywhere before. So hopefully that will become an addition. I know it's owned by Budweiser and all that, but that isn't a bad. Camden Brewery aren't a bad little tipple most of the places. So that is stop 5 in the bag. So back out from the Riverside, walk back round. So the Owl's Nest, it might have been a sports bar. I think it might open at 4. It's only 3 now. No sign of life at the moment. We'll see, because there's enough around here to keep me busy for the next hour anyway. So the next stop is going to be just there at the Hillsborough Tap. But it's nice to see that these ones that have been open a few hours already today, are all actually pretty busy. So that is a good sign for the pubs of Hillsborough. So it's a busy, bustling little town centre place. Hillsborough Tap up next then. Yeah, this place is pretty cool. There are 5 cask ales on, a really, really good tap lineup of stuff. Really smartly presented, really nice looking gap. Watch all the sport and stuff in here. Loads of beer to choose from. I've got a pumpkin pie porter from Little Critters. You know what, that works. That actually works. Not normally a pumpkin pan, but that really works. And yeah, really good tap lineup. So yeah, 2 from Little Critters, Hobgoblin, Belgian blonde and stuff as well. If that's 3 from Hobgoblin, I think. But what a super looking, smartly presented little place. So we've got Wild Child Fudge Brownie Stout on. Yeah, I'm very impressed. Nice little place. Mega impressed by the Hillsborough Tap. I think that's fantastic. But come straight out of there. I'm going to cross this crossing, but dead opposite is the Shakey, Green King pub. Obviously, yeah, like I said, named after William Shakespeare's where it takes its thing from. Looks a nice boozer. So that will be stop 7 of my day. It's a nice looking, rustic, old school boozer. So there's no ales on in here at all for a Green King pub. But if all they have is Green King IPA or Abbott, sometimes that's a blessing in disguise, isn't it? So they've got Level Head on, so I've gone with the Level Head in here. Honestly, that is probably, that and Icebreaker, probably the best, and Flint Eye, probably the best things Green King actually do beer-wise. So it's not a problem that there's no ales on there, because I probably wouldn't have had one if that's all they're done anyway. But yeah, it's a nice looking pub, this. I say it's full of like rustic charm, and just it feels cosy, homely, inviting. There's plenty of stuff to choose from between those taps, and plenty of space. No matter what you want to do, you can probably find it pretty much in here. It is a decent looking boozer all around. I'm quite happy with it. But Hillsborough is not short of pubs in this little town centre bit. It really isn't, and it's actually been pretty good so far. Everything I've found has been a decent something on everywhere. So I've not lacked or shied away from a beer today and had to go on a spirit or anything like that, which is nice. Yeah, it's not the biggest town centre in the world, but it's got a fair old amount here, which is always good to see. So I was just about to spin my camera around and show you where I'm going next, and as per usual, a bus that's parked right in front of the pub. So hold on, we'll spin it around now. Away goes the bus. My next stop is called Northern Monkey. I've known a few of them in my lives. Northern Monkey. That's how we'd say it down south, Northern Monkey. So that is stop number 8 thus far of Hillsborough. Here's something I haven't found very often, but I'm always impressed when I do find it, because Titanic Brewery are one of my favourite breweries. They literally, as you probably know, anyone that watches the channel will know, I love Titanic Brewery. So finding plum porter on a keg, trust me, this is not always seen, and it should be. It's really good on a keg. Plum porter on a keg. I haven't gone for it because obviously I've had plum porter before, and I don't believe I'd ever had this Bavaria Pilsner, so I've gone for that. There are always 2 ales on here. They've both just run out, so they're both being changed. A New England IPA and some other bits, but this is a spiffing little place. It's dog friendly, lovely doggy. But yeah, what a great looking little place. It's just gone 4 PM and no sign of that Owl's Nest bar opening. So we're going to head on up the road. People said, didn't they? Everybody said that I was going to absolutely love it in here. So they don't normally open Wednesdays, but I've been lucky. So I've caught them when they're here. But I can see why everybody said that I would absolutely love the Beekeeper. It's a wicked little micropub. Really good selection of both cask and sort of keg craft beers going on. Alright, next one you come to is the Beekeeper. Little micro pub. Sweet looking little place this. Just there. And we are working our way up this road still. So looking forward to this one. There's some of these on. So I've actually gone in here with 6 a pail from Bradfield Farmers. I've not had that one. Setting up tonight for a charity event. Yeah, a lot of Bradfield stuff on. I've never tried their Farmers Stout and stuff either. What a wicked looking Cool little place. Obviously, as I said, setting up for a charity evening tonight. If you've never been in this one, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are their opening days. But I tell you, you won't go wrong. You'll absolutely love it. It's a really cool little micropub. And I've really not had to wander far to the next one, the Pangolin. Right, this was equally as well shouted out to me because it's a craft beer bar, isn't it? And yeah, it's probably 25, 30 yards from the Beekeeper, which I did think was great. And it's that just there, then the Pangolin. So yeah, Beekeeper's over there. Pangolin up next. Yeah, thus far, very, very impressed by the whole of Hillsborough, to be fair. Right, we really need to talk about some of the places you guys suggest to me to come and some of the places you send me to, because I'm sure that sometimes people on Facebook, it's like when I say, well, I'm going to this town, I'm sure that some of you just put this out there knowing full well that I'm probably going to end up in there for hours getting really drunk. Yeah, again, you hit the nail on the head with this one. This is an absolute belter. It's right up my street. Craft beer personified. The can selection, the keg, the cask, it's all absolutely top notch. It's all bang on. I mean, we're very well aware, aren't we, before I do anything, that I could probably spend an absolute fortune and spend the rest of my day carrying around a bag full of cans that will go to the ever-growing collection of wonderful craft beer that I have at home that I never actually get time to drink and that Holly goes absolutely mad about. But there are some absolute bangers and stuff on here. So I went for two in here. So I've gone for this Spirits of Rise Pig Love, which was absolutely banging, and obviously the Dale one. But as you know, I could well and truly have spent more time than just that in here. This is an absolute belter of a place. And if what was in the fridges doesn't finish off what you would have wanted, there are plenty more breweries and beers on offer over here. It's a 10 out of 10. It's a better place, run by lovely people, and I absolutely love it. Okay, I get it, right? Hillsborough. Hillsborough. There were always going to be hills, weren't there? I get it. So, up a hill, which is, alright, it's not the worst hill I've walked up. But as you can see, it's an incline. So it definitely counts as a hill. So yeah, it's not the worst one I've walked up, but yeah, Hillsborough. Really probably should have given it away, shouldn't it? That's why they named it Hillsborough, probably. Anyway, right, come up the hill from there. Next stop is the castle, or the castle, whatever you lot want to say it. I speak the King's English, so yeah, the castle. This now actually looks like I'm in Yorkshire again. This gives me home fur vibes. Like yeah, this is the Yorkshire stonework that I'm always talking about. That I've not actually seen anywhere so far today. So the castle is my 11th stop of today. It's a Marston's pub. I can't remember if it's a Marston's pub. So I've only got 61 deep in the Marston's ones on, so I have a couple of different ales on top of that. But it feels a bit local, isn't it? Friendly enough. Nice enough pub other than that. There's a little bit of walking, a little bit up, a little bit down. The loop does make sense then to do the way I'm doing it. So my next stop then is Brass Monkey, which honestly for how cold it is out here is quite fitting. Brass Monkey then is my 12th stop of the day so far. And we're going to work our way back out onto the main road and down that. So let's go and see what this good looking little micro pub has to offer. Up here on a little parade of shops. Brass Monkey stop 12. Yeah, good little micro pub this. I like it. Some good selection of stuff in amongst the taps. Friendly, lovely ladies working here. It's a nice little place. So, if you want to come down here, you've got Madry, Cornish, Asahi, which I've gone for. Carling, we'll just pretend doesn't exist. Camden Pale, Blue Moon, Peroni, Guinness, and, which would keep my wife very happy, Copperberg, Strawberry and Lime. Nice looking little gaff, well worth coming to check out. Right, yeah, it's a nice little micro pub. It doesn't feel like they're particularly making that much effort with a beer or whatever, but it's a nice little micro pub. So I would definitely say it's definitely worth going to. The next one I've head up round to the loop to go down the main road, past Hillsborough Stadium in a minute, I believe, and then we'll back down the main road. Sizzling pub, but it's called the Park. Might as well do it while we're here. So yeah, big old sizzling pub. No point in missing it out. and then we can get back round. 3 to go after that, I think. Sizzling, beer-wise, is massively lacking. There was, I mean, I said I don't like hobgoblin beers, but there was one I'd never tried before, but it's just chilling in the cellar, so it's not actually on yet. So nothing, so I've gone for a vodka Diet Coke in it. So yeah, I actually would have tried that, because I've not actually had it. It would have been something to stick on Untapped, but yeah, the rest of it is pretty lacking. 2 Carling pumps. Yeah, I know, 2 Carling pumps. So it is kind of what you expect with chain pubs these days. So it's a big separate bar area to the rest of it. Busy on dining, quiet on drinking, which, when that's the beer lineup, I suppose it's not too much of a stretch or too much to wonder why this bar side is quiet when the dining side is the busy one. With the point of the video being Hillsborough, it probably doesn't get much more Hillsborough than a pub situated in the football stadium called Hillsborough. Does it? I mean, let's face it, that's as Hillsborough gets. So my next stop is the Wednesday Tap, and it is somewhere here at the football grounds by the looks of things. But it says it's open, so I'm going to do it. But if it isn't open, then so be it, because I'd still rather be able to show you this beautiful old football ground than not get into the video at all. So I am inserted a Wednesday Tap, and I'm judging by the fact that the gate's open that it might well just be down here. Because for those that don't know, that is Hillsborough Football Stadium, full of history, full of stories to tell, some more tragic than others, sadly. As a Forest fan, I know that only too well, but yeah, you know what, there are worse places to walk under, and so I'll go and find the Wednesday Tap and we'll see you there. So it isn't open tonight, but it is literally, right in Sheffield Wednesday football ground, so it is open sometimes. Google said it was open tonight. It isn't, which is a shame. Yeah, the Wednesday Tap, so literally in here. A nice chap who works here just brought me down here as well. So honestly, so I obviously live in Nottingham. I'm a Forest fan, so I walk under the concourse of the city grounds and around the bit of it where the turnstiles are and stuff, aside from when I'm going to games quite often. And it's always something a bit special being at a football ground with so much history and stuff like that. So, I mean, it doesn't get much closer to the river or much more spectacular. So we can't do the Wednesday Tap, which is a bit of a shame. We'll have to come and do it another day for sure. But that is Hillsborough for you, Hillsborough Stadium, and that, I mean, those lights, I know, they're pretty beautiful. Well played, Sheffield Wednesday. Got a little soft spot for Sheffield Wednesday, I must admit. Always had done, always will do, and it is nice to just be stood here under that again. It's 2 to do tonight then, so 2 left. I can't remember what the last one's called, but with the Wednesday Tap not open, so the Old Crown Inn, and then further down this road back towards where I started tonight. But yeah, the Old Crown Inn then is my penultimate stop of tonight. A biker's pub, from what I hear, so quite looking forward to getting in. Wednesday as well is Independent Bikers Night, so I'm sure there are going to be a wealth of cool people in here, and that is what it looks like. What is it I always say? Sometimes you wander into a random pub, and it just feels like you're a regular and you've been here for years and years and years. And this is one of those. This is such a fantastically friendly, wonderful pub. And again, Belgian Blue, Farmers is on. So that's what I've gone with. But this is a phenomenally friendly place. So it's got a Sheffield Wednesday, so there's a darts night going on up on that end. But obviously a Wednesday pub, like you see, the blue and white seating over the far side, pool table and stuff at this end. Yeah, Independent Bikers Night. You know what, I absolutely love it in here. I mean, it's a top boozer. Absolutely loved it in there. Thought that was an absolutely brilliant place. Just a great eclectic mix of people in there. I said honestly, you go in there once and honestly, I feel like I've been in there 100 times before. Such a friendly, welcoming environment, great mix of people using it. Belgian Blue, honestly, cask, which suits me down to the ground. If you're not at it, honestly, go and try that Belgian Blue. It's only around at winter time and it's well worth trying. But my final stop for tonight then brings me down to the new Barrack Tavern, and my buddy Trevor Power knows pubs, he did tell me, again, that I would absolutely love this one and not to miss it. So final stop, final resting point of tonight is the new Barrack Tavern. It says outside, Yorkshire and Sheffield, cider pub of the year. I mean, I don't drink a lot of cider, but you know, it's always nice to get the accolades. Final resting point for tonight, new Barrack Tavern. Let's have a chat about this. So, pub dates back into sometime in the 1800s. Stellar and stuff. But rebuilt in 1934. The noise you can hear, it's not a stereo. It's a ukulele group. No, you heard me. It's a ukulele group. They're really, really good as well. But this place is awesome. Let me show you around. Don't take my word for it. Let me show you around. So it is a Castle Rock owned building, but it is tenanted. But you know, being from Nottingham, I love a Castle Rock bit. Lincoln Green also Nottingham based, but Castle Rock stuff. The guys that run this, they've been here 22 years, and this place is pretty spectacular and pretty incredible. This is the landlord. So he is a lovely chap. But I say, so this is a ukulele group sitting up here, and they are pretty cool. I am loving their work. I'm absolutely loving what they do. Real fire and stuff going. So at the back room, coming to the back out here, they rebuilt this. This was an old cottage, and it was the oldest cottage on Penistone Road, which is the road we're on. Was an old cottage, so they bought the cottage. They remodeled it as a function room, with its own little bar, seating area, toilet and stuff as well. But yeah, look at the whole place of this is beautiful, eh? Absolutely gorgeous looking bar. Set a little bar area around to that side as well. A games room with some exquisite looking little bits in. But obviously I told you it's cider pub of the year when I was outside, didn't I? And that is why they are cider pub of the year. So turn the old kitchen, so don't need food anymore. Turn the old kitchen and space into make it good use. And that brings an awful lot of people in, and I bet it does. Want to go with pinball? You can have that in here as well. That's some of these. These are beautiful, aren't they? You don't see things like that often in places you go. Pool table as well. Out into here with its own little fire going on in this room. Honestly, I think this is probably my favourite of the day, and that's saying something because I've had a great day. I thought the whole thing around Hillsborough has been absolutely brilliant. But another jewel in their crown has to be this spectacular garden space at the back, look. So during COVID, they spent a lot of money out here putting the tenting ceiling and stuff on, doing the stage, redoing it. So they have live music, comedy and all sorts out here. And it's just a beautiful space. This is a 10 out of 10. It's a belter of a pub. Whether it be the ales, the people that run it, the ambience, the customers, whatever you want, this has been the perfect way tonight for me to round off my day in Hillsborough. Hillsborough, massively underrated. So I would say this is it's an absolutely brilliant part of Sheffield that you should definitely give a chance to. I've walked around everything I've been to today. A little bit of walking, but nothing too major. You can easily come and do this on a walk. So thanks for being with me. I really appreciate it. Hillsborough's been banging. Can't wait to come back and do it again. Might come in the summer next time and see what it is. But yeah, what a brilliant way to finish the day. Thanks for watching, guys. Love it. See you tomorrow.